right, chapter 20. Commentary of Frater Astorus. From the days of the ancients have been heard the lamentations of the woeful and disheartened, and they asked the winds, where have we failed for the God we pray to remain unresponsive? They air their goodness and virtues and ask why these have gone unrewarded. It becomes a grievance with them, and they know not where to seek the answer. In this, our generation, goodly men have been robbed of their estates by warlike strangers, and their wives have been ravaged by men who have studied the ways of weaponry. Their possessions have been sold to provide earthly pleasure for those who revel in things of earth, and their households have been despoiled to give pleasure to fornicating fighters. In their dire despair, they seek to lay the blame upon God, who does not strike down wrongdoers and seemingly rewards those who are earthly wise. Wherein have they failed? This is the echo in the corridors of the ages. They have failed because they have left to God the things which they, as God's overseers on earth, should have accomplished. It is men in the mass who permit evil to flourish in their midst. Woeful lamentations ascend to heaven and call upon the heavenly hosts for aid, and better by far would it be they to call upon their own resolution and fortitude and fight in the good fight, to bring about the rule of right and justice. All that is wrong with the world has its genesis in men, and if evil stalks the land, then it follows the attitudes and acts of men. Therefore, it is men who must make recompense for their lack of effort-producing concern. If the people establish the way of inequity as their way, then it is the wrongdoers who will be rewarded with bounty, and this is not God's will, but man's. If the people lament and are disenchanted with the way things are, then it is a time for action rather than a time for prayer. Pray not for heavenly help, but for a strong right arm and righteous wrath and resolution. The gospel of despair is for weaklings. If evil be established by the sword, then it is because the swords of the good have lacked strength and numbers. Those who petition the great God for help must be sure they have lacked nothing in their own preparations. They must fight strength with strength, and where they lack numbers, then they must fight with subtlety. But above all else, they must fight. This is the law they have ignored, and their woe-begotten lamentations are as a stench to the Most High. Damn!